If you want to easily push Diamond League, you have to start using this OP strategy that I have used to push to global #1. The best army for pushing is by far mass Pekkas. The army I use is 4 Pekkas, 1 Giant, and 1 Bomber because this strategy works amazing. I always start off with my battle machine to create a funnel, and in this attack I'm going in with the funnel on the clock tower on the right side, followed by my Giant and a Bomber and my Pekkas. The Giant is here to do massive tanking. It's tanking the Mega Tesla, Archer Towers, and 3 double cannons. That is massive value. Always try and use your Giant to distract as many defenses as possible. Pekka abilities going off on those high DPS buildings like the Crusher and those double cannons, and already barely any time has passed and I'm over halfway through this first stage. This base is absolutely crushed. I have all 4 of my Pekkas alive, Bomber is alive, and my battle machine is alive with full health. Pekkas are just so strong. They smash through this base, and now we're moving on to the stage 2, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. For the next 2 reinforcement troops, I'm going to bring a Giant because my first Giant already died, and some Hog Gliders for the back end. Going in, once again, Giant in front, Bomber and Pekkas right behind with my battle machine. And look at that Giant value. It's tanking the Crusher, it's tanking the cannons, and my Pekkas are following in right behind. Ability going off on that Crusher to take it out as quickly as possible. And you can already see this base is destroyed. There's nothing left on it that can take out my troops. I have my battle machine with its ability absolutely tearing through the base. And now I'm sending in my Hog Gliders on the back end, stunning that Tesla, stunning that multi-mortar. Honestly, they were not even needed, but I sent them in for backup because why not? I might as well. And this first base is absolutely crushed. If you guys are not using Pekkas to push the Diamond League, you need to start using them right now. Let's get into the next replay. I'm up against FJB, top global builder base player, and his base is about to get pulverized. I'm starting off with the same strategy. Battle machine in first, to funnel, destroying the clock tower once again, and followed by my Giant, Pekkas, and my Bomber. Look at this Bomber bounce. It opens up the left compartment and the double cannon compartment. Pekkas are just tearing through the base, and I placed my battle machine to funnel him in to the base. I did not want him to walk around the top side because if he did, he would eventually path in to the double cannon and get smoked. So I sent him in to follow my Pekkas, and check this out. Again, we're only a few seconds in and half of the base is destroyed. Pekka abilities going off on that Crusher. That is super important there. If I did not use my Pekka abilities to take out that Crusher would have gotten a big shot off and it would have killed my battle machine and hit 3 of my Pekkas. So always make sure to use your Pekka abilities on those Crushers because they will take your Pekkas out. And look, check this out. I have 4 Pekkas alive. Another Pekka ability going off to damage the wall and take out the Tesla. That is a small detail, but it had a big of impact on this attack. Now we're in on the stage 2, and this time I'm bringing in cannon carts. Cannon carts are a good addition to your Pekka attacks, especially on these second stages when you can pick off some defenses. So on this base here, I notice he only has 1 long-range defense that can outrange my cannon carts, which is the multi-mortar, but it's all the way on the left side. So I send in 2 cannon carts on the right to clear out these cannons, Crusher, basically whatever I can grab. And there's also the guard post troops, but look at that. I hit a push trap and I lose that cannon cart, but this is why I brought 2. 2 cannon carts can get through almost anything. Even if you hit push traps, even if a Tesla pops up, your carts can get through them. You might have to sacrifice 1, but you can still get through it. So this cannon cart here is now on the Crusher, and I'm sending in my battlecopter now. The reason I'm sending in my battlecopter here at the bottom of the base is because it can take out that firecracker that's shooting it, and once that firecracker goes down, it can get in there and assist my Pekkas in taking out those cannons, because the cannons on this base are really the only thing that can stop my attack. Now I'm realizing time is running out, only 30 seconds left on the clock, so I'm sending in my Pekkas, 1 group on that top right side, and you saw I popped a Pekka ability to take out that Tesla. Same thing I did on the first stage, using that Pekka ability behind the wall to hit that Tesla and damage the wall, and my Pekkas are just going in on the base. I put them in 2 groups because I wanted them to run through the base quicker. If I clumped them all together into 1, it would have taken longer. That's a nice 6-star. Next attack. This next base is very popular on the leaderboards. I actually have it shared in my previous video, but I'm about to take it down. Battle Machine going in to create the funnel on the left side. I wanted to take out the laboratory and then move on to the builder hall and loop around the base. Giant going in, tanking once again a ton of defenses, followed by my Pekkas. These Pekkas are about to get some juicy abilities. Traps are going off, but it doesn't matter. Pekkas have so many hit points, and look at those abilities. Let's rewind that. Amazing abilities, taking out the Crusher and the Mega Tesla, two of the highest DPS buildings in the game, and they go down to 2 P.E.K.K.A abilities. That is massive value right there. Whenever you can get your P.E.K.K.A abilities to hit 2 super strong defenses like that, go ahead and pop them. Do not wait, because every second you wait is more damage that's being dealt to your P.E.K.K.As. So some nice juicy abilities there. Always try and do that. Now we're moving on to the stage 2 on this base, and this stage 2 can be pretty annoying, but if you use cannon carts, it's going to go down. So cannon carts going on, one on the left, one on the right, and I use a P.E.K.K.A right there on the guard post troops to do a few things. First of all, it activated all those mines and that Tesla. The main reason I placed it though was to activate that Tesla. I wanted that Tesla to pop up so I can use my cannon cart to snipe it. Almost every single person that runs this stage 2 has the Tesla right there, so watch out for that. And my cannon carts are now picking off a bunch of buildings. I have the one on the right side going in for the double cannon and the cannon. That's 2 defenses that one cannon cart is taking out. The one on the left is going to take out the cannon and the guard post troop. So when you use your cannon carts on those stage 2, try and have them take out at least 2 ground defenses for your P.E.K.K.As. If you can get each cannon cart to take out 2 ground defenses or something like that, you are going to be golden. You are going to be good. And you'll notice I only have 2 P.E.K.K.As survive for this second stage, and I'm making it work. Ideally, you have maybe your bomber survive or at least 3 P.E.K.K.As, but I only have 2, and now I'm going in with my battle machine. He's going straight for the Crusher. I want him to take out that Crusher. Other P.E.K.K.As going in on the top right. I didn't send in my P.E.K.K.As with my battle machine because the Crusher would hit all 3. There's no point when my battle machine can easily 1v1 that Crusher than sending in my P.E.K.K.As with it. So there we go, another 6-star. Let's get into the final replay. Up against my fellow YouTuber Merciful AJ, but I will not be so merciful towards him. I start with my battle machine on the right side, creating a nice funnel. It's going to clear out that entire right section for my P.E.K.K.As to go straight in on that top left, going for those high damage buildings. I'm talking about the Crusher, Mega Tesla, double cannons, all of that stuff. So Giant going in to tank. I pop its ability. Look how many defenses it is distracting. I can't even count. There are just so many. P.E.K.K.As following right behind, and they're just wiping through this base. You'll notice I popped my battle machine ability to clear out those buildings, and with all those buildings cleared out so quickly, he turns back around, going inside of the base, distracting that double cannon, and it's going to help clear it out with the roaster, and this base is just crushed, man. I have 3 P.E.K.K.As alive. One of them has a P.E.K.K.A ability, and my bomber battle machine is charging up its ability as well and gets back up to full health, and this first stage has gone down no problem, guys. P.E.K.K.As are the way to go for pushing to Diamond League. You can easily reach 6,200 trophies. It is possible. Now for this stage 2, I'm debating which troop to use. You see me switch to a P.E.K.K.A and a Giant, and I'm thinking about it, but then I realize, hold on a second, I can bring cannon carts, and I can bring 2 of them, because 2 cannon carts can single-handedly take down an Auto's outpost and the Zappy. So check this out. I place them both together, clearing out these outside buildings, and then they're going to clear out the cannon, and then they're going to single-handedly take down this Auto's outpost. Now, this simple trick works pretty much every single time. You just have to get the timing right. So here we go. Cannon going down. Next up, they're going to target the Auto's outpost. And the trick here is once your cannon carts are locked on to the Auto's outpost, you want to make sure you take it out, but then put both of them into ground mode. So now they're both in ground mode, and check this out. All of those zappies go down. My cannon carts barely lost any hit points, and now they're back in the mortar mode, clearing out this entire left half of the base. They're also going to grab that double cannon. So these 2 carts got massive value. This stage 2 would not have been as good if I did not use those cannon carts in that way. Now I'm starting in with my battle machine right as that double cannon goes down. It's distracting the multi-mortar, and now sending in my Pekkas and my bomber, opening up both sections with that bomber bounce. Pretty good bomber bounce right there. I put it in a spot to open up the whole base and give my Pekkas access to every single compartment. Now my battle machine is charging up its ability. It's at its stage 3, and once that cannon goes down, I'm going to pop my battle machine ability to just finish off the rest of this base. I deploy my last Pekka, and you can see it. This base is wrecked. Only thing left is that Tesla, but it's going to go down super easily. That is another 6-star.